Hello people of YouTube, how are you today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, it's St. Patrick's Day today while I'm filming. Today I am going to be making a video on my top 5 favorite eyeshadows to use because I thought this might be helpful so you get a little hint of what I like to do. Today I'm not wearing makeup and I am still sick. I recently went to the doctor, found out what happened, and I'm on 3 medications, so yeah. I also recently dyed my hair back to brown, so I look normal now, which I do not like, but it's gonna have to do. And also, I am growing out my side cut. I still like it, but for me, I've always liked changes with my hair, so I'm growing it out. But I'm not gonna be growing this out, if that makes sense. I'm still gonna cut it to this length because I like it short. Off topic again, Abby. You keep getting off topic. Let's start. We're gonna start at number 5. Okay, starting off with number 5 is the Hard Candy Raining Men palette. This is a shimmer-based palette, and this has clearly been used quite a bit. This is a drugstore eyeshadow palette, which is something I really like, and I really have been getting into this. I love this palette for especially like if I want to do like an inner corner highlight, or if I want that perfect glittery shimmery shade, because these are all super perfect. And I like to use this one the most, which it does not have a name, which I do not understand, but this has to be number 5 because yes, it is a little bit chalky, but the pigment payoff is like, look at that, like it's like butter. It has a little bit of a chalkiness, but it's very mild, and this is only a $7 palette, so, and the packaging is really cute. So for a drugstore brand, this is freaking amazing. And also it's super like versatile, so if you want like the little gold, you got a silver, you got a darky black blue, you got some greens. It's very nice. I think a lot of people might find enjoyment with this palette. Okay, number 4, do not hate me for this because this is a Sephora palette. This is the Sephora Outcast Filter palette. It is clearly broken because I've had this longer than 3 years. She has definitely been used. This one I broke about 9 months ago because I dropped it on the floor, but it was one of my favorite shades. This is such a great palette. I really like this. Black is my favorite. It's very nice. Again, has a little bit of it's a little bit more chalky than the silver ones, but I like it more just because of the fact that this one is for the average girl who likes like those normal colors. This is a very pretty brown. I really like this as like a base color, especially if I'm doing like a dark eye within my crease and I really want to build it up, if that makes sense, or like change the color slightly. So if I'm using like a warm tone brown, I want to even it out with like a cool tone color. I really love this brown. I've already hit pan on it. This white is not my favorite, but I like to use it in my inner corner, so it's really good. So this is a really good palette, and I can't remember how much this was, considering the fact that my dad got it for me as a Christmas present, but I think it's between $18 and $25, somewhere around there, because I know it's not over that or under that, if that makes sense. So between that, and it's a good palette, and they have 3 others, and I want to get it. Coming in at number 3 are my Morphe palettes. Morphe has to be in this because, what can I say? This is the Morphe 35P palette. It is my, let me just see. It is my purple palette. I really like that. I'm obsessed with that one purple right there. I'm almost hitting pan. And this one is so, again, versatile. Like if you want those if you want browns, or you want like super bright purples. And these are like hella pigmented, not really chalky. And you get a lot of payoff out of them. It's so pretty. My other one is my Morphe 350M palette, which is the one I really wanted. I really love like this orange shade. Like, look at that pigment. Barely touching it. It's a little chalky, but not too. And I think for like the price point, which is like $22, you get like 35 shades. It's freaking amazing. Why wouldn't you get it? These are like some of my favorite eyeshadows because it's so versatile. They have so many palettes, so they're perfect. I love them. Number 2, the only one that isn't actually a palette because it's such an expensive eyeshadow that I was only able to get one, which is the Makeup Forever M846 palette eyeshadow for artist eyeshadows. This is so pretty. It comes in a little, just one compact. You can get a Z palette for it, which I refuse to get because Z palettes are so freaking expensive, and I only have one of these. So, and this is like when I went through that little phase I'm gonna say a year ago, where I was obsessed. I still haven't hit pan, and I've used this a ton of times, and it's like it barely has made a dent. This has to be one of my most pigmented eyeshadows, but I don't know if I would ever buy it again because I'm not sure about the other colors. Like, it is super pigmented, it is super creamy, not chalky at all, but I'm not sure about the other colors, so I don't know. And also, it's like $24 just for this one, so it's pretty expensive to get. So I don't know if I would get it again, considering the fact I don't have a lot of money. A little bonus, number 6. A little bonus has to be, I forgot to mention this one, which is the Eye Studio Color Tattoo. It doesn't really have a shade by Maybelline. This is such like a cream eyeshadow. It's so old now, but it's super pigmented. And it's super pretty, and I've had this for like 10 years. So yeah, little bonus. And coming in at number 1 is so obvious, which is my Jeffree Star's eyeshadow palettes, the Beauty Killer palette, and of course the Androgyny palette. These are all so beautiful. A thing I'd like to mention is, like, when Jeffree Star first came out with this palette, all the colors are super pigmented, but a little bit chalky. But this right here, he has really improved the formula quite a bit. It is so, like, buttery. I'm only going to swatch this one considering the fact that I made a video swatching these already. Just look at that. I barely swiped it and there's still so much pigment on my. Do you see this? Do you see that? That is freaking amazing. So if you want to get a good eyeshadow, pay for this shit. Pay for it. This right here is about $45, so it's a little bit on the pricier side. When I got my Beauty Killer palette though, I only had to pay about $41 or $42 because I got it at Warped Tour when I met Jeffree Star, so I kind of got a good discount, so I didn't have to pay like tax and stuff. So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video about what are my favorite eyeshadows. I really enjoy all of these because some of them are of course drugstore. This is a $6 one. This is a $45 one. But in my opinion, I think the most worth it from all of my 5 favorites has to, of course, be the Jeffree Star's one. And not just because I'm obsessed with it so far, it's because, like, his first palette he came out with is such, like, versatile, I shut my head. It's such, like, versatile colors, so, like, you don't really see these colors a lot in a palette. And usually if you do see them, they're not as pigmented, so you kind of get, like, that kind of downfall one. But with his new Androgyny palette, this is his version of a neutral palette, but it's, of course, like, there's some neutral, like the top row is neutral shades. This kinda is not really. And then you got these 2 cool ones, and you could definitely make like a neutral design. Again, super versatile. So yeah, that's why it's worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Have a great day.